Okay, all right. So, if you're watching this extra part, we are going to keep working for number 20. All right, this is still part of the day one of the systems of inequalities word problems. All right, so let's try to solve this one. And then after this one, we'll continue tomorrow. All right, okay. The Real Good Cinema is conducting a mathematical study in the theater. There are 200 seats. Good to know. Adult tickets cost 12.50. Kids tickets cost 6.25. What's the other uh what's the other thing they want to know? The cinemas goes to sell at least $1,500 worth of tickets for the theater. Why the systems of inequalities that can be used? Sure. Graph the solution to this system. Oh, they want us to graph this too. Aye, aye, aye. All right, label the solution S. Yep, you see that, right? Label it. Marta claims that selling 30 adult tickets and 80 tickets will result. Okay, we can worry about that later. That's not the problem for us right now. We're gonna take care of the graphing first and then try to answer the second question. Now again, since this is optional, if you want to keep watching, you can, and if you feel like you watched enough of this, then you can stop. It's up to you. Okay, this is optional. So hold on now. I need to grab my graph paper. So let me press pause. Okay, all right, here we go. So let's see. Now, the first set of boundaries are defined. All right. Maybe I should use red and blue for these equations because that's consistent with the calculator. All right. So let's say, right? So there are 200 seats total in the theater. All right. Adult. So you got adults plus child. Right. So there are so and so many seats. Right now, technically speaking, like the seats doesn't matter because there are no seats in a movie theater that tells you that only adults can sit in it, right? But we know that all the tickets combined that you sell, the most you can sell is 200, right? There are 200 seats, all right? You can add seats. So second thing is this then. Adult tickets cost 12.50 and children's tickets cost 6.25 and they want to sell at least, right? At least. How do you write at least? Right, greater than equal to, right? You typically with money selling stuff, right? It's at least, right? Because you want to, no one ever says, I don't want to make more money, right? So that's it, right? Those are the equations. Now, hold on, let's say, hold on 1 second. All right, okay, I only have one thing to change. Let's change this to less than or equal to because I forgot we're talking about inequalities, right? It's at most 200. You don't have to see 200 people, and if there are less than 200 people that show up, it's a possibility. So that's why it's less than or equal to. Okay. All right. Now they said they want you to graph this, right? So hold on. Let me grab. Let me grab a piece of graph. All right. Now, as you can see, I grabbed a blank piece of graph paper, but I'm not even setting up the x and y axis yet because I want to see what the numbers look like before I even do that. Okay. So hold off on that first. Now here I'm gonna graph it. I should have used x and y. It's a little bit easier to see. Okay. So let's see. You know what? We can still go with this. All right. So let's say, right? So I want to solve for c. All right. So we're gonna use c as the letter y in this case. So here we got a plus c is less than equal to 200. Subtract a. So c is less than or equal to 200 minus a. So what I'm gonna do, let me define the variable. A is x, c is y. Okay. Just so that there's no confusion. All right. And then the other equation is a trickier one. I'll use red. 12.5a plus 6.25c is greater than equal to 1500. So I'm going to subtract 12.5a from both sides. This one's going to get a little messy. So because of all these numbers. So 6.25c is greater than or equal to 1500 minus 12.5a. Oops. So I'm going to divide both sides by 6.25. Let's see what that even looks like. I'm going to use my calculator. I'm not going to bother Google. All right, C is greater than equal to, let's see, let me get 1500 divided by 6.25. So let's see, 1500 divided by 6.25, 240. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm glad we didn't set this up because the numbers are gonna be kind of big, right? Look at these numbers. All right, let's see. Wait, what's the other thing? Oh, we gotta divide 12.5. Oh, that's 2, right? Yeah, that's 2. So that's 2a. So these are our two equations that we're gonna attempt to graph. Okay? All right. So let's see. Clear. What is it? 200 minus x. All right. Now what is that? That's less than or equal to. Okay. 240 minus 2a. 240 minus 2x. I meant. Now what's the inequality here? Greater than or equal to, so I gotta change that. All right, we're good? Yep, double checking it. All right, so now the graph is gonna be, computer's a little bit stuck. So the graph's gonna look kind of crazy because the intercepts are at 200 and 240, so it's gonna be way up there on the y-axis. All right, so when this is when this stops being stuck, we'll take a look at the graph. Hold on. Okay, guys, this is a little embarrassing. I don't know where I left off, but I forgot to press the record button. So I did all this work, but I don't remember when I actually did not. Wow, this is embarrassing. It's like the first time I've ever done this. All right, so let's see. What should I say then? So what I want to point out is this then. All right. I made the graph. I looked back here where y equals, so I graphed this, and I knew that the graphing was going to be tricky, so I kept zooming out. And I also looked at the table of values. So look at it like this, all right? I hope I'll never do this again where I forgot to press record. But this is the answer key, okay? So I labeled everything. I did everything they said. The question says, is 3080 part of the solution? It's not, because as the smiley face shows, it's nowhere near the solution, okay? So that's it. Man, I feel a little bad for myself now. I did all these things for nothing. All right, okay. All right, so that's it. Let me just go to the editing room and split this in half, and that's it. Okay, all right, bye.
OMG, that was so good.